Life-threatening heat dome grips central to eastern U.S. A massive heat dome, a persistent high-pressure air mass, has settled over the central United States and is steadily pushing eastward. This atmospheric lid traps hot, dry air and prevents overnight cooling, leading to sustained and dangerous heat waves affecting hundreds of millions across the country. Extreme heat alerts and rising risks. More than 97 million people from the south to the east coast are under life-threatening heat alerts as temperatures climb into the upper 90s and low 100s. Heat index values, which represent how hot it feels, are reaching between 100 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. The National Weather Service has issued extreme heat warnings for large portions of the Midwest and South, including areas of Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. The scale and scope of the heat dome. Over 200 million Americans will face daytime highs above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and approximately 35 million people will experience highs above 100 degrees Fahrenheit for multiple consecutive days. Cities such as Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City, Memphis, and Houston are seeing heat index values rise into dangerous territory, with some locations nearing or exceeding 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Corn sweat and stifling humidity. In heavily farmed areas like Iowa and Minnesota, humidity levels are being worsened by what meteorologists call corn sweat. As corn plants go through evapotranspiration, each acre of corn can release between 3,000 to 4,000 gallons of water into the air daily. This moisture intensifies humidity levels and makes already dangerous conditions feel even worse, especially overnight when relief is typically expected. Forecast and movement. The heat dome is forecast to slowly shift eastward through the week. Conditions will expand into the Ohio River Valley by July 24, with extreme heat expected to spread to the east coast shortly after. Compounding the danger is the expectation that overnight lows will remain in the upper 70s to low 80s, which reduces the opportunity for nighttime cooling and adds stress on people and infrastructure. Health, infrastructure, and storm risks. The prolonged heat and elevated humidity present significant health threats, particularly for vulnerable populations such as the elderly, children, outdoor workers, and those without access to air conditioning. Cases of heat exhaustion and heatstroke are likely to rise. Additionally, the heat dome is creating a ring of fire effect around its edges. This boundary between extreme heat and cooler air can trigger powerful storms, including gusty winds, hail, and torrential downpours. Flash flooding is a concern in areas prone to poor drainage or already saturated from previous rain events. The climate change connection. Experts point to climate change as a driving force behind the increased frequency and intensity of heat domes. Warmer ocean surfaces and altered jet stream patterns are helping trap heat in place for longer periods than in previous decades. What was once rare is now becoming more common, putting greater strain on public health systems, infrastructure, and energy grids. What this means for you. If you live in or near an affected region, it is crucial to take precautions. Stay hydrated and avoid strenuous outdoor activities during the hottest parts of the day. Check in on neighbors, especially those who are elderly or have limited mobility. Keep an eye on local forecasts, not just for heat advisories but also for the potential of severe thunderstorms at the heat dome's edge. The days ahead will be dangerously hot for millions, and with the dome continuing to expand, the need for vigilance and preparation is more important than ever.